So why is meat so bad for your body in the first place?
Well, when we eat meat, we are eating saturated fat and cholesterol. So it's a delivery system of saturated fat and cholesterol. The human body makes its own cholesterol, and it really doesn't need to have any beyond what our body makes. When we eat outside sources of cholesterol, our body really can't absorb it or manage it, and it ends up just basically clogging our arteries. Plaque buildup. If you go over a certain amount per day, which is very easy to do, I think about 300 milligrams, your arteries are going to start to clog up. Your arteries and head to toe arteries are going to clog up, not just around your heart. So your brain's going to be affected. We're not meant to ingest grease, which is what basically eating meat is doing. You're eating grease. Just like we don't want to pour it down our drain, we don't want to pour it down our mouth, which is going to not promote good health. We're supposed to not eat stuff like that. That's an outside source. We're not meant to ingest that as a human being.
So how has being vegan changed your life entirely?
Well, at first it was very slow, but then I realized it completely changed my life. Because most of my life was based on taking. I wasn't realizing it. I was taking lives. I was taking resources, and now I feel like I'm not taking anymore. I'm trying to give back in some way, and even in small ways, it all adds up. And I feel healthier, more connected. I feel more ethical, and I feel good on the inside and outside. So being vegan is one of the best decisions I ever was fortunate enough to make and be aware of.
How about you, sir?
I guess being vegan has just enabled me to experience new things in ways that I wouldn't beforehand, and empower myself to make better choices to help other people, I guess, that I normally would have had.
So we're gonna find someplace vegan. So this place looks nice. Vegan. That's cool. What are you guys gonna get? Some what? Some pho? Some pho.
I'm trying to flood.
That's full.
Stuff.
All this stuff. Becoming vegan, how about the environment?
Well, it takes away from the animal agriculture industry, which is a huge contribution to the effects of the environment. Because if you, like in this video right here, it's the slaughterhouse for the cows. Cows let off methane gas, which goes into the air. And these slaughterhouses, they'll collect their urine and feces and collect it almost in a lake, and then they'll recycle that water into fertilizer. But think about that methane gas that's going into the air. It's leaving a carbon-like footprint in the air to where it's very, people around the area smell that. It's very harmful for you. It's very detrimental to the environment. So eliminating meat and dairy from you would eliminate the need of these slaughterhouses. which will leave less of a carbon footprint in regards to not having so much of the methane, so much of the chemicals in the air, the chemicals that get into the water, the chemicals that get into some of the plants and some of the grass that they grow and eat and stuff. So like I said, being vegan eliminates that, and same with the fish. They say by 2048, most of the fish will probably be gone from the ocean because of industrial fishing. They're taking them by the thousands, and if we lose the ocean, that's a huge part of the ecosystem. So it's very important to eliminate it, become vegan, not just for the animals, but like I said, for the environment and for our health. So.
So here I am with your boy Earthling Ed. You should go subscribe to him. I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
What do you got to say for people who are newly vegan and want to explore this new diet and lifestyle?
I think I always say to people that education is really important. Like, watch as much stuff as you can, learn as much as you can, because the more we know, the more empowered we are to live this way. And I think knowledge is power. So let's watch documentaries, learn about the health, learn about the environment, and of course learn about all the things that we do to animals, because it's such an important way of keeping that conviction and keeping that determination to keep going. And then I think it's just a process, it's a journey, and then we have to look at becoming activists, coming to Cuba Truce, going to vigils, whatever it is, just following our heart and doing what we're supposed to do.
Thanks, man. Thanks for
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks. Remember, go subscribe to Earthling Ed. That's just Earthling plus the other ED. Go subscribe to him. He's a great guy. He's got great speeches. He's got great videos. Go subscribe to him, man. So I have a lot of people in my school who say they eat meat and they're healthy. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, especially when you're young, you can kind of get away with a lot of bad habits and maybe it doesn't catch up to you right away. But especially, with all the science we have about chronic disease, 14 of the top 15 causes of death related to our diet, heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, cancer, all related to our consumption of animal products. If you think you can get away with that for your whole life, it'll catch up to you eventually. And, at that point, the best you can do is maybe take a pill. But apart from all that, there's another being in this equation that we're not thinking of, and even if it's not something that harms you, because you're not directly feeling the consequences of that chronic disease, because maybe you're still young and you're still full of vitality, you're robbing animals of their whole life just because it's not something that's going to catch up to you right away. So, if you want to think about your long-term health, you want to think about the planet you want to live on, and you want to think about the animals that you got to share this planet with, it's important not to put off these decisions until your health problems catch up with you when you're older.
All right, so we're finally out of here. We'll see you guys back home.